What's going on, YouTube? It's James with Shyhammer Fantasy Battle Reports, and this isn't even a battle report today. This is actually Blood in the Sun. This is actually my what's the word? My army list. A couple of my viewers slash subscribers and faithful fans mentioned that I should just put up what I have, what I'm bringing to the table, and go into a little bit more of a description on its own video before I just do it bit by bit by bit in each one of the tournament videos. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this video. It's going to be a quick video just to show you what I have, why I brought them, and what they're packing in their armory, more or less. Now, as you can see on this picture right here, this is actually my inspiration for my new display. I saw this picture, I love it. It's an orc fort, dude. You could tell it's an orc fort. So I use this concept. I've been holding it back from you guys. You guys saw a glimpse of it if you watched that 3-hour video with me, Joe, and Ben talking about Orc and Goblin and stuff. But here it is in all its glory. Bam! There you guys go. That is my new Orc and Goblin display. Check that shit out. Yeah, that's pretty nuts. That's actually the majority of the stuff I'm bringing to Blood in the Sun as well. But you know what? I just went nuts with it. I was like, I figured I want to get a troll cave. I want to finish. I mean, like, if you guys seen my Iraq and Rock like a million times ever since I got the thing, I made a little swamp pit where he's like eating a dwarf, right? But you know what? I figured, if I'm going to make a display, I might as well make the display customized where the swamp pit goes even further into the display and there's a freaking Bretonnian knight drowning in the swamp. Oh man, anyways, so yeah, this is just an overview here, and you guys can see how my garbage and dirty dishes here as well. Bam! Warboss Dread Iron Tooth's Orc Clan. So this is the big boy right here, Warboss Dread Iron Tooth. I'm going to go ahead and put up what he has on him. But he has, in this, for this list, I brought a Lucky Shield to block those pesky cannon shots and rock lobbers and stuff like that, catapults. So I can at least live one shot off without worrying about it so much. He does have a Talisman of Supreme Shielding, which will give him a 4-up board. And then I gave him the Axe of Strife to give him 6 attacks on top, 3 attacks on the bottom from Nidhogg. Nidhogg's his faithful wyvern, and then I think that's about it. Plate mail. He's a black orc, iron orc. So the iron orcs, they're immune to psychology, which is great because there's plenty of times where shit dies around him and he just kind of like whatever. And a lot of people try to pull that off on me. Especially in these upcoming Blood in the Sun videos, they try to pull it off on me. They're like, panic him. I'm like, he doesn't give a rat's ass, man. That's fucking Warboss Dread right there. So I gave him this little rock to put him on too. There's just kind of his own little rock here. So on the other side of the hut over here, bam! King Koopa! King Koopa has what is it? He has the Dragon Helm, which gives him a 2-up ward against fire, plus an extra armor. He has the Huntsman Spider, which gives him another +2 to his armor. He has Heavy Armor, which gives him another +2 to his armor. And he has a shield. So he has a 1-up armor, and then he has a Sprout of Rebirth that gives him a 4-up regen. So he's pretty tanky. He could take a good beating. He has the Goblin Backstabbing Dirks, and mainly because they're kind of cheap. They're only 15 points. It gives me armor piercing. On top of that, if I get in a flank, I'm getting an additional +2 strength at initiative. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. For 5 more points, I could take the Flesh Render, which is always +2 strength, and with armor piercing. And but the only thing is I'm going always strikes last, which could make a difference in some battles. Over here, I got my Cave Trolls. Now the Cave Trolls, I took the Cave Trolls over the regular Trolls mainly for the tank aspect. They get armor saves and regen saves. So basically, you're not getting picked off by little cheap things throwing level strength 3 things at you. You basically armor saving and regen saving it. Not only that, they also got magic resistance, so nobody could throw a damn fireball at you with these fireball rings that are going around like freaking candy. So overall, these guys have been really I mean, one of the reasons I brought them, one of the main reasons I brought them to begin with, was the fact that they could puke. Because I fight some warriors, I fight some steam tanks, I fight some stuff that just have ridiculous armor, and I just need something that's like, I'm just fucking puking. So not only that, you can see on the display board, they are puking, and it looks like there's an Empire Knight in the puke that's just dissolved in there. That's just disgusting. And here's another angle here. Now, most people recognize Mulg from a mile away. They're like, holy shit, that's a big-ass troll. And they're like, wait, that's Mulg from Hordes. I'm like, yeah, it is. But whatever. He's my stone troll. He's like my #1 stone troll. Over here, whoops, that's a Mangler Squig, but he's not even in this battle. He's just there for display looks. Over here, I got a unit of 5 Wolf Riders. Now, the 5 Wolf Raiders are just fast cav. They have nothing special to them. I ended up having to take them with lances and shields just because I had 5 points extra and I needed it in core. But the Wolf Riders you see here are all special characters in my book. That's Longshot on the right. That's the Igor in the second right. That is Catilla the Hunter in the middle. That's the Onion Knight and Chicken Head on the left. Oh man, I love it. Anyways, over here is the Borpocalypse boys, the Nasty Boys, as I started calling them as of late. The Nasty Boys, basically, they have this is the special version, not the core version. The special version gets the banner basically at 50. Oh, guys, I'm doing a fucking army review, and you guys hear that? The fucking ambulance still comes by. It wasn't even like blaring the siren. It was just kind of like, and just kind of like cruised by. Anyways, the Borpocalypse boys here. Since they got I took them as special so they could take a banner, and the banner I wanted them to take was Micanox Totem. And the whole reason for Micanox Totem was so that they could turn off Death Stars, turn off magic items, turn off ward saves from generals and crap like that. They do get the 2-up armor, which I'm like, if I want to get them, I might as well beef them out with the 2-up armor. But more or less, there's 6 of them. I'm not really we're looking at them for damage potential. Yeah, they could punch a hole in like a monster or something like that. But I mean, they're initiative 2, which is the worst part about it. But that magic banner really is the main deal here. Over here, like I said, is the A-Rock and her swamp pit that goes into the display board. Oh man, the A-Rock over here, she is just wonderful. I ended up repainting her eyes. I think this is before the paint job on the eyes. I don't remember. But the A-Rock is just a monster. I mean, she's been such a staple in my army for such a long time that I don't even know what I was doing before her. But she has 8 attacks with her. One's a multi-wounder, 8 attacks up top, and they're gonna if they get charged in, they get strength 4 on top. She's strength 5 always, unless you give her a beast within or something like that, and she's just wonderful. And as you can see, there's the Peg Knight in the swamp. Just drown, Peg, drown. Anyways, over here, as you can see, this is kind of cool. That orc face is, like I said, it was inspired off the picture I gave you guys in the beginning. But I ended up making a bridge down there, and there's also a bridge up top. So the bridge down there is holding Tooth's crossborks, and the crossborks, there's probably like 10 of them there. I do have a shaman and a goblin standard there just for the hell of it, for the look. But you can see those are shield walls that those walls are made out of. I just got as many shields as I could find and just plastered them all over that thing. And then here's a closer up view of the shields. And then as you can see, here's a picture of the shaman that's up here. And some more crossbows on this side. And bam, up top. Up top! There's Kieran the Coyote. Kieran the Coyote is my level 2 orc shaman of the big gods. And then there's more crossbow orcs up there. And then on this side you can see my banner. And going back to Kieran the Coyote. Kieran the Coyote is a orc with he has the Arcane Tomb and also the Obsidian Rock. I want it to the rock, yeah. So he's giving the orcs a 5-up ward against magic, whichever orcs he joins. It could be the crossborks or it could be the regular orcs, but or the Ed Bashers. So basically he's giving them a 5-up ward against magic. I ended up realizing that, like, okay, Frenzy I mean, the Savage Orcs are great for two reasons. Savage Orcs are great because they get a ward save. Even though it's a shit ward save, it gives you something to like to have as a maybe it'll kick in scenario. But they also get the Stabadon, which is impact hits, which is great, and then they have the Frenzy. But the problem is, Frenzy's a double-edged sword, man. Frenzy, you could get a Frenzy off, and or the extra attacks, and you wipe something out, and then you run the wrong way, and you run too far, you're SOL. You're just SOL. So, realizing that we have tools in our list to give us a 5-0 board without having to take a Lucky Shrunken Head. I mean, the points for a Lucky Shrunken Head in 8th edition was like 75 points or something ridiculous, or 50 points I think it was. But you could take a 25-point banner in core, might I add, for a 5-0 board against shooting, and you could take a 30-point stone to give you a 5-0 board against magic. You just won't have that 5-0 board in close combat. But you also have a magic spell that could give you that. Jesus Christ. Anyways, what am I explaining this for? I got 2 rock lobbers over here, and then I got my my dragon rammer up here just for the hell of it. This is also for just display looks as well. Up here, I got this banner that's Boss Doom BSB, but he's not the banner for this game. He's just up there for looks as well as the Git launcher. But Baxter over on the corner is definitely in this army list. Baxter, level 2 Goblin Shaman of the Little Gods. And then over here, here's the big block. The big block of 35 Orc Ed Bashers with extra hand weapons. The big giant in the middle, the big Gorgon in the middle is just a unit filler. And then on the left is Bebop. No, it's Rocksteady. Was it? No, it's Bebop. It's Bebop, my common orc BSB. He has, I think in this one, in this list, I ended up taking the Banner of Courage, which is just 5 points. It gives them immune to fear and terror. And I just took it just for the hell of it because I had 5 extra points. But they also have the Iron Curse icon in that unit, and the Iron Curse icon, like I said, gives you a 5 board against shooting. In front of them, I got 5 Nasher Dashers. If I had if I had 10 more points, I would have got another one. To be honest, if I could, I would. But that's my list, guys. I'm going to go ahead and back to this picture in the beginning. That's what I brought. So my whole strategy right now is I have multiple units that are fast. I have multiple units that can fight well, and I have a couple units that can tank. Koopa can tank, the A-Rock can tank, the Trolls can tank, even Dread can tank if he needs to. So I do know who my first opponent is, and I did not tailor my list to fight him by any means. If I did, I would not have this list. I wanted to play a list that I have fun with and that I really do enjoy playing and feels like my own army. So, and I did feel proud with the list I brought. One thing is, my list was kind of made more to destroy Death Stars. I didn't have to fight a single Death Star at Brawlers, or at Blood in the Sun, excuse me. So, since there was no Death Stars at Blood in the Sun, the list kind of like had identity issues. So, but that's fine. I want you guys to see and judge for your own self to see how this will go. But I'm gonna go ahead and start putting up the pictures, or I'm sorry, the battle reports coming up of Blood in the Sun, and you guys could be the judge of it. I'm also gonna put up how many points each unit took, so we could find out together, because I don't know who it is yet, find out together who the tournament MVP is, as well as each individual round MVP. Alright guys, take care, and I'll see you guys in the first battle report for Blood in the Sun. Peace.